better stay out of our business.
Mister, they're lying. I'm not a prostitute. They're trying to kidnap me. Hey, my friend.
Telling you, boys. Everything's all messed up now. All messed up.
Yeah, you sound like you're underwater. Or
I
is
do?
it me? Is my connection good? Am I hearing?
I sound like I'm underwater?
No,
Yeah.
you guys both all sound fine.
You guys sound
probably
good?
Marco,
Okay.
it's probably
Oh, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be because I said
Can
that's
you be one of those
rolling in.
nights? Matt's not
It's
here.
gonna be one of those nights. It's
My
gonna be one of
computer
those nights.
wasn't working. Marco's herky jerky. It's just gonna
Yeah.
be one of those nights.
Yeah,
Shit
it's gonna be
balls.
fucked up.
Yeah.
I would say we can. I would say we can order new gear, but she's gonna be costing more, so it can't be shipping shit no
gear?
more.
Oh, Steven, thank God this is going to make sitting in the hospital so much better. So you said sitting in the hospital, which means you're in the ER, the waiting room.
It's probably the waiting room. I'm assuming.
Somebody else.
What is
Steven, you got to
happening
tell
over
us.
there?
You don't throw that out there. You got to tell us. Are you hurt, brother?
Yeah,
Are we gonna
man.
make fun of you for breaking your ass or getting Tabasco bottle or a Hot Wheels car stuck up your butthole? What's
Too bad
happening?
Matt's. I'm like, too bad Matt's not here because he has access to the fucking, to the phone
Right.
number. Have Stephen fill us in.
I mean,
The stopper on the bottom.
Just
in a room,
bottom
just
is
had
not
surgery.
supposed to
Okay,
go
what'd
in.
you have surgery on, Steven? You got to help us
right,
out.
right. He just had surgery. All right, Stephen had
Yeah.
surgery.
Did you have a strapedectomy?
Labiaplasty? What?
Strapedectomy.
Strapedectomy?
That's what you call when a woman becomes a man. The trans
Strapedectomy,
surgery
yeah.
is a strapedectomy. This removed from his thigh. Okay. Well,
Ooh, was it
It
it ain't
cancerous?
sexy.
He had an augmentation. You know what I'm saying? He had a. They took fat out of somewhere, put the fat in somewhere.
Aussie
something else made
bastard
it
said
fatter.
no. He was told the inside of his anus was hot enough to boil an egg. I fell for that one too, but only once.
Oh,
Oh. Did it
Let me
hatch
tell you
though?
something. Let me
The
tell you
question
something.
is,
I
did it
was at
hatch?
work
Did it
today.
hatch?
I was at work today, and I was talking to a police officer, who shall remain nameless. And long story short, this was funny. Is somebody said, I was afraid this police officer that we all work with was going to file a sexual harassment claim. And I said, why? And she goes, I accidentally FaceTime him, and I keep my phone in my bra. So her phone FaceTimed this guy, and her phone was in her bra, but luckily for her, it was all pitch black.
Okay.
And I said something to him, and he was like, "Hey, why is your shirt buttoned up so far?" Because I wear my flannels buttoned all the way up. I'm a SoCal Van Nuys skater boy, man.
you wear it to the top like this, like
You button that shit up
Hello?
for dress. You unbutton the top button. You unbutton only the top collar button when you were casual. And you
Yeah.
button the
So
top
you
button.
can button your
when you're
top
dressed.
button.
I can't. I can't. I'm too
Marco
fat for
can
that
button this,
now.
though. He's
No,
Well,
no.
we're
also-
fat. What are
yeah.
you talking about? We got thick necks, dude.
I'm just
Cheers.
Pleasantly-
That too.
pleasantly
And,
plump.
Jody says he's babysitting a down power pole watching Electric Company. Perfect time. Dude, I was babysitting a halfway down tree today, so I feel your pain. Anyway, so at this halfway down tree, I'm talking to this police officer.
Not all the way down.
He
Just
goes,
halfway down.
he goes, wait a minute. Yeah, I'll tell you that in a second. He goes, your shirt's buttoned too far up. And I said, what? And he goes, why is the button so far up? And there's a bunch of people standing around at work. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, normally when you come to visit me, it's all the way unbuttoned.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
I looked at him because we're friends, and I said, well, normally when I come to visit you, I'm not wearing underwear either, but that's not what's happening. And I shit you not, there was like 4 people that looked at us like, what the fuck did we just walk in on? And I realized that while I am friends with a bunch of theater people, because I do theater, and I've been an actor my entire life, and I'm directing a show right now. And theater guys are typically actually homosexuals or straight guys that are very like artistic, right? And yet,
Metrosexual is what we used to call
none
them.
of my theater friends are as gay as my law enforcement and veteran friends.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think it's because you touch a lot of dicks and you see a lot of dicks.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
How you have to
Jody's
touching dicks?
getting wrecked by winds. Jody, we got
Bro,
wrecked by winds. So
touching.
here's what happened today.
You
Pine tree,
touch so many dicks.
super tall pine tree
Yeah.
at the house across the street from a
Mhm.
school.
Okay.
Literally, the top 20 feet of the pine tree snapped
Oh
and
shit.
fell onto the pine tree next to it.
Oh.
The only thing in between those
How
two pine
precarious.
trees was somebody's house and a power line.
Oh fuck.
And so we had to shut down this entire street near the school so we could make sure this tree didn't fall in this dude's house and the power line and in the school and all that other stuff. So it was interesting.
Thomas, talking about power. Can you go into the chat, the video chat, real quick?
The video chat, like Facebook, Instagram,
The
Worst
Facebook.
videos?
Warlocker.
Yeah, the Warlocker videos.
okay.
The
'Cause
Warlocker videos, right?
Talked about when we combine the podcast. I think Warlocker is a good name, but
I
do you
like
want
Warlocker.
the recent one, the
The
boat?
one that I just sent you one. Yeah.
boat. Got
Bro,
it.
we're talking about power. By the way, this just got sent to me, like by
Okay.
a friend. This is next level. Like when you're talking about like guy genuity, you know what I'm saying? Like just a bunch of fucking guys drinking fucking beers, but having amazing bad ideas, where shit is gonna be either amazing or put every single one of us in the hospital. This is it. Oh yeah, this is 100% this.
Okay. All right, here
We would have
Wait.
totally done this in our younger times. All right.
What
Yeah.
would we have totally done?
Watch
This?
the video. Watch
Or-
the video.
Or would
Or-
we have done this? Or would we have welcomed people to the locker room? Because I'm Tom.
Chuck.
Chuck.
I'm
Just
the
say your
artist. I'm the artist formerly known as Fuzzy.
Okay. All right, Fuzzy. Here you go.
Engines.
So in Thailand,
the
they
engine
take
and
fucking broken truck
Holy
engines.
shit, small boat. It moves really fast. It's like a homemade speedboat. Much
That's
cheaper.
a-
Normal boat
like a
engines cost a
350
lot.
small
This one
block
is cheap and
V8
easy to fix.
on a-
Engine is strong, but there's one problem. It makes a lot of smoke. You won't believe this. In Thailand,
Yeah, it's a
What
shorty.
the
Yeah. So they're fucking hooking up. It's a lot cheaper to get the fucking the truck engines than it is to get like actual boat motors. So they're just fucking hooking those up and putting the fucking crank straight out the fucking back with the.
Okay, I have
Yeah,
something
dude.
for this. I have something for this then.
It's got a fucking prop on an arm like
Yeah.
that fucking
Yeah.
long, like 4
Well,
fucking feet.
it
So that
was
bitch doesn't
moving-
fucking go upside down.
Okay,
a lot
so
of them they steer like the whole fucking it's the whole engine like when they steer, so it's the crank is directly on the shaft is directly on the engine, so
I
they're
like the way
moving
you
whole
say
fucking
crank and
engine.
shaft.
Yeah, baby, you know you love that. Anyways, what were you saying, Thomas?
no, it's so on the same subject of things that don't go together.
Yeah,
A V8 engine and a little tiny, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a kayak, but it's
like a
little,
canoe.
barely,
It's like a
yeah,
long-
it's imagine a canoe that
Yeah.
was so small it was almost a kayak.
Yeah,
That's what
absolutely.
and so they
Called
put
a
a
Canuck.
they put a small block V8 engine on it with blowers and shit. So in the spirit of things that don't go together,
Yeah.
have you guys ever heard of a smart Hayabusa?
Smart
I
car
mean,
with a Hayabusa engine.
You mean I know the Hayabusas, and I know that they were
Okay.
fucking taking the Hayabusas and dropping them in the fucking T-Rex. In the
So
fucking
I
like
would like
the
to show you this.
oh boy, okay.
This is a smart Hayabusa, and Chuck nailed it. This is a smart car with a
Oh, shit.
1600cc Hayabusa motor.
Oh
in
my
it.
god, so is the Hayabusa still the fastest production model bike out there?
I don't think
that you can
anymore.
buy in the world.
No, I think
Yeah.
the
Really?
R1. I
Who
think the
beat
R1,
it?
The
Oh, well,
R1. Yamaha
They had
R1 might-
oh, okay. I know they had stopped. They're just like okay, like we're just out here just murking
Let's see.
people.
Well, Marco, while
Um,
I'm playing this, Chuck, why don't you look up fastest production motorcycle real quick? So
I
this
appreciate
is
that
a,
because I can switch cheeks.
this is a smart Hayabusa
Smart
versus,
Hayabusa.
versus a Ferrari.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be fucking crazy because this smart cars don't weigh shit.
Now, I'm going to
dude.
tell you, you're going to hear the Ferrari first. The Ferrari starts its engine.
Mhm.
They're on a 1/4 mile track. You'll hear the Ferrari start its engine. It's unmistakable.
Of course.
And then you'll hear the smart car start its engine, and you'll realize it. You'll realize the difference. Here you go. So this guy, he took the entire side seat out of his car. The entire side seat is gone, and it's now just the motor. Here's the Ferrari. Do you hear when the Hayabusa kicks in? The Ferrari's like wom wom wom, and the Hayabusa goes. So angry.
Fucking gone.
Bro.
Gone, dude. Gone.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's
The
gas.
Ferrari was
Wow,
a 13.4 and the Hayabusa was
by
a 13.29.
Took him by fucking 3, dude. That's at least 3 car lengths. Well, I mean, probably 2 of a normal car.
Yeah, but at that speed
Maybe
you're
one and a
talking
half.
about, it was 1/10 of a second, which ends up being 3 car lengths. So I thought I would then show you, that's just the quarter mile, right? So when you talk about what it actually does, when you, so this is what the Hayabusa can actually do with a smart car motor in it. Can you hear what I'm hearing right now? Benjamin?
There's a lot of wind around
No,
me.
you don't hear the commercial that was just playing.
No.
No.
Okay, good. Because
Chuck, by the way-
oftentimes I click on a video and I can hear the commercial, and I always wonder if you guys can hear it. So
No.
there you go.
No, not
There
at
you
all.
go.
Hey, Chuck,
There you
are
go.
you able to? Did you find out what the fastest production bike is right now?
Tell us in a second.
I got all the bikes. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. The motherfucker wants to get up, bro. Look at that.
Is the angriest roller skating in the history of.
It looks like one of those fucking toy cars when we were little that used to like go back really hard and then let it go.
It's a murder mobile.
Oh yeah.
Like, you want to talk about assisted suicide?
Hey,
Take that
I'm not.
thing up full speed and hit a tree.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not seeing a cage.
No, there's no roll plates in the boat.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a cage in that thing.
This is also not in the U.S.
No, hell no.
No.
They don't
So-
give a
Well,
fuck.
I don't know why I'm saying
Well, it's a
hell no.
smart
Like,
car.
Somebody would do that here.
Coming
Yeah,
from
somebody
things that don't. Oh no, 100% people have
Yeah.
done that here.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Yeah. Ozzy Bastard says
hell.
that's 6 car lengths for the smart car,
Yeah,
and he wants to see Fuzzy drive it. I
I
So-
mean,
reminded of that Simpsons episode. You laugh at me because I'm a
I
big
mean,
man.
Ozzy-
in a little
Ozzy, check it
car.
out, dude. Ozzy, you ever played Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Remember how Donkey Kong looked inside the little fucking go-kart? That's me, though. That's it. You
Wait,
got the visual
wait.
right there.
Cletus McFarland put an R1 engine in a golf cart.
Yes, I believe I
Well-
saw that video. Now that I think about it,
Holy
they ran
shit.
across
Okay,
that.
what do you got?
Okay,
Before we
so
get into the show, production motorcycles go.
yeah, this is the production motorcycle. So I put it in ChatGPT. It spit out, this one product. It's fucking. I'm not even gonna say it. I'll tell you later. It's not even a production bike. It's a concept, but it actually works. And they have a. You want to do the track only? There's street legal ones.
Street legal.
No, street legal.
All right, so street legal.
Yeah.
The only one to beat up the Hayabusa is the Kawasaki Ninja H2 street legal version.
Oh, the Ninja
Um,
H2 is the.
Oh,
because
okay.
It has 228 horsepower, goes
How many
209
cc's?
miles per hour, but it doesn't say the. It just says supercharged
209.
engine.
209, dude.
The
On a
Hayabusa is
bike,
186
bro,
miles an
on the
hour
street.
top speed,
Dog.
but it's unrestricted early mode. It could hit 194.
Do you think there should be any restrictions on who you sell that shit to?
Yeah.
No, because there's no
Well-
restrictions on cars.
It's
You
a
can buy
street-
if
the
you
track.
have the money. You have the money. You can buy a supercar.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
you take
I
a
mean,
track
honestly.
bike, see, look at these track bikes. Okay, this track bike, it's the Kawasaki Ninja H2R track only, top speed of 249, 310 horsepower, supercharged engine. It's not street legal because it's too fucking fast.
That's
And
crazy.
then they
'cause
have the
it's like
Dodge
40 miles.
Tomahawk.
40 miles.
This
Like
one,
40 miles an hour.
It's not. As of now, right now, the fastest production motorcycle as of now is a Dodge
That's what
Tomahawk,
now.
but it's Technically,
Wait, Dodge? Like Dodge?
Yeah, it top speed's 350. I had to read this a couple times. It has an 8.3 liter V10, same as the Dodge Viper, but it's technically a concept vehicle, and this is why it's in like a weird asterisk. It's a concept vehicle and not street legal, so some don't count it as a true production bike. I mean, I don't.
I want to see a picture of this motherfucker.
So here's, well, I'll bring up a picture right now. What is it called, Chuck?
The Dodge Tomahawk.
Okay,
I thought I
SRT.
typed the wrong
Dodge
shit.
Tomahawk SRT. Holy shiitake mushrooms, Batman. These are all. This is not real.
It's
It's
a, no,
called-
it's not. street
No,
legal,
it's a working concept.
concept vehicle,
He
but
just
it's
said
concept.
it's a
This
working
is-
concept.
This is some. I know. This is like. There is an actual. This is some Gran Turismo shit, boys.
All right.
Okay, so I found a picture of the actual vehicle,
Mhm.
but it's got that wrap on it that they put on cars when they don't want you to see the lines.
Right.
Right.
So that's all I can show you right now. So this is some fucking this is some GTA shit, right? Look at that. That's the fucking Batmobile, bro.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What is that?
That's it.
That's not the Dodge Tomahawk.
That's not.
Yes,
It's not
it
a
is.
bike. It's not a
This
fucking
is,
bike.
I typed in Dodge Tomahawk SRT. The concept. That's what
weird.
came up. Yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it says it's a concept, but some don't count it as a true production bike. Like I had
Well,
to read that a couple times.
I don't even
'cause
count
that is
that.
not a bike.
I don't count it as a bike at all.
No. Anyways, so
All right.
it's the Kawasaki Ninja H2 is a street legal one that beats out the Hayabusa. But I mean, they're so close.
Oh, okay. So if you type in Dodge Tomahawk motorcycle,
Mm-hmm.
it'll give you the description. It'll give you the image right there, and then it looks. Wow, this is like Tom. You're gonna love this. It's straight out of Batman, and I mean like classic Batman.
That
Like
car
you can
was-
say you can say this out of like Tim Burton Batman,
I wonder if it's a set.
like
A
a
you buy
villain,
the car in the bike.
like a villain's bike Batman.
Right.
Seriously,
So I look it up.
yeah.
What am I looking up?
Dodge Tomahawk
Dodge?
motorcycle. Dodge
Tomahawk
motorcycle.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dodge Tomahawk
I
motorcycle.
wonder if they're selling the thing
Oh,
as a pair.
this fucking thing. I've seen this. This is some bullshit. I wouldn't touch this with a stolen dick. I hate these bikes. I'm a motorcycle guy, and
Is it one of the stretched rear ends?
It's a
Yeah,
V8
it's
bike. It's basically a V8 bike with 2 front wheels and 2 rear wheels.
into
It's
real.
not a motorcycle.
It's a quad.
It's a-
It's a
it-
fucking quad.
It's an inline quad. It's the fucking motorcycle equivalent of rollerblades.
That's silly.
Oh, that's
Oh,
a
fuck me.
This is terrible.
That's horrible.
I hate
That does
everything.
look like something out of Batman, though.
Well, it looks like the Bat Pod or whatever. Like
Do you see this?
no,
do you
it's the thing we just saw in the Batman, the Flash movie. They had.
Do you have this? Oh yeah. Do you have the all silver one? It's got different tires on it. It looks like it's got like some weird fucking off road tires. Not that the whole thing isn't fucking weird, but it's
Well,
very.
that's probably the
steampunk.
thing from Batman.
It's very.
It is
steampunk.
the thing from Batman because
That
fucking
thing's-
here I'm bringing up the thing from Batman right now,
Now,
and I'm gonna show
If
you.
you
right
strap
now.
some guns to that thing, put some off-road wheels on them, all about it. All about it.
Yeah, here's the one from Batman. I'm trying to find a good picture of it from the set because a lot of these are bullshit. Like,
Steven says, Google Milliard Viper motorcycle. I'm assuming it probably looks the same.
okay, hold on. Here's the Batman.
I don't know. The one that I was looking at was very like fucking steampunk looking.
That is the same fucking bike, dude. Like, it's just,
Oh, it looks. It is. It's got a shell on it.
it's
You
just
can
got a
tell.
bunch of dressing on it.
Yeah. I'm actually looking. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just got a bunch of dressing shit on it.
Okay, what are we supposed to look up, Mark? According to
Chuck, what was the chat? What was you saying?
He
Look
said, Steven said, Google Milliard Viper motorcycle.
Milliard Viper.
Viper motorcycle.
Yeah. He says it's more of a chopper.
Well, I will. Okay.
Hey, your mom's a chopper.
How did we turn into like motorcycles? Oh, again, this is the worst shit ever. When you start
Three
putting,
guys hanging out. That's how we turn into motorcycles.
yeah, that's true. Okay. I don't like. I mean, I'm sorry. This is like, of course, I'm a Harley guy, right? I'm a V twin guy.
Mm.
When I start seeing it more than two tailpipes come out of a bike, you're gonna lose me.
Unless you're going for a Mad Max thing.
Look at that thing.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
I hate it.
That's interesting.
It's like the Cybertruck version of a fucking bike.
Except it's gas.
I do hate the Cybertruck with a passion.
Oh, my
The
son-
Cybertruck looks
My
like
son loves it because it's it's like supposed to be like the thing now. But I fucking think
Right.
it's
But he
stupid.
can assimilate to it
ugly.
because that's what he draws. That's what I used to draw as a truck. That fucking ding ding ding.
Oh, right.
ding.
well. So I hate it. I hate it because it looks like, well, first of all, it's not a truck, and second of all,
Yeah.
it looks like if they were going to make Back to the Future today, but they needed a truck for the movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
You're right. That's what it looks like. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to the year. Yeah, we're going to the year fucking 2055.
Yeah.
We need a truck. Boom.
like the
that's what it
DeLorean.
looks like.
Here's what I like, boys.
How dare you?
There is a company called 13 Choppers. Okay. And what 13 Choppers does is they make custom
Motorcycles?
V choppers, but you have to own a bike first and send it to them. Then they will take the bike you send to them and turn it into a chopper, specifically a Ducati. So famously, Ducatis are race bikes.
Right.
They're V-twin race bikes, right? So unlike the Hayabusas and all, where they have small, tiny valve, like they have like 8 or 4, 6, 8 tiny valves that. Oh, Marcos, stand by while we make adjustments. Ducati's like, no, we're going with the same V-twin, which is why Ducatis have a very specific sound to them. V-twins have a very specific sound to them. Ducatis are no exception, except they don't sound like Harleys. They sound like V-twin race bikes. Well, this guy said, fuck it. I'm going to take Ducatis. You buy a Ducati 989 or whatever, and you send it to me, and I will turn it into a chopper. And I'm going to tell you right now, boys, I would own one of these in a New York saddle. That thing's cool as shit. And I bet you it's fast as hell, too.
I mean, I respect what they're doing. I specifically don't like this one, but I
Looks
see
like-
where you're
kinda
going
like
with this.
Cafe style motorcycle.
cafe
Like
racer.
it's like a mix between a chopper and a cat, or like a Harley
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
Cafe
I'm
racer.
with that. It is the like a split between
Like you
a
couldn't decide.
real chopper and a cafe racer.
But see, that's
Yeah.
kind of why I'm like,
Cool.
I'm with it. I'm cool with it. Like,
Well-
look, this is like,
I like that.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
bobber
I like
style,
that. I like
right?
that.
Like,
Yeah,
like,
bobber
yeah.
style.
Bobber.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I dig that one. I dig that one.
Yeah, I like the line.
I like-
You gotta respect the lines on that one. The lines on that one are really sexy.
almost looks like Orange
Really,
County
really
Choppers made it.
Go bring it back up.
Ooh,
Bring-
I know.
did you already close it?
I did, but I can bring it back up.
Yeah,
I missed that show.
I'm with you.
You do?
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm
That
with
show was
Mark
fucking
on. I'm like,
fun, dude. I like the way they argued.
It was fun. It's fun while
same
it
bike,
lasted.
different picture. Here you go. Same bike, different picture. This is what happens when Matt's
Drum
the
roll, please.
I mean, that's a dope ass. Oh no, it's a different bike, but it's the same
It's a
idea.
different bike.
Same idea.
Same idea, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Maybe
no,
it's the
yeah,
same company.
I really like that.
little bobber. Yeah.
Are they?
It's not cool.
Are they California based?
I have no idea, honestly.
The only reason I ask is because I think that was a Queen Mary in the background. That's the only reason why I ask.
Oh, you know your boats.
So I have a
Boats and
shit-
hose, babies. You know what I'm saying?
I have a
Boats and hose.
shitload of videos to share.
All right, let's fucking do it. Let's get into them.
Because I think tonight is video night. Because I've sent a bunch of shit. You've sent a bunch of shit. Like it's all like shit. Did you guys hear about the car elevators? I had a Stolen Valor one that I wanted to share, but I need to wait for Matt.
I mean, if it's a good podcast, if it's moving fast,
Yeah.
and we have an extra 15 minutes to give Matt on the rant of Stolen Valor, then sure. So you ask if we know car elevators. I'm like, I am old enough and came from a third world country where car elevators were all the shit. So I remember one of my I think that's my mom's. Well, my mom was an executive assistant at a bank. the one of the parking garages had one of those like where you pull your car in, and then it goes up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and it revolves. Yeah.
So watch this.
Fuck, I've
This
never
is
seen
this
one.
is why you motherfuckers need to stop. This woman is distracted on her phone. She walks into the garage while the door's open, and then the door closes. So she tries to walk out, and then realizes, oh shit, the door closed on me. Now she's stuck in this car bay. She's standing on the elevator, and guess what happens? The elevator lowers. So now you have a lady who is distracted on her phone, walked into a bay for a car, and now guess what? Automatically loads the next car. And so she tries to walk out and gets hit by the fucking automated car getting loaded into the elevator.
It's just a series of just stupid fucking mistakes. Oh
And
my
she
god.
was
Oh, shit,
rescued
she
and is
survived.
currently recovering from surgery.
Why wouldn't you just jump on top of the car?
Okay. I mean, we can break this down. Hey, Thomas, can you play that video again?
I can't.
Just,
She
just do me-
let it hit her.
okay. All right, let's break this down. Let's break this down. All right.
Let me show you this right now.
please,
So
please,
Margo,
please
Margo,
do.
go for it, please.
All right, we're gonna go through this line.
Yeah.
Chuck, go with me on this, right?
Oh my god.
So one, what are you doing? Pay attention. Don't fucking pay attention to the phone. You hear the doors closing. Oh, what am I doing?
And there's
Oh,
a
okay.
door on either
Oh, shit.
side.
Yeah,
no.
You
Oh,
should have made it
no.
the one. Wait, hold on a second. It's gonna start to move. Can you move to the side? Can you move to the side? Yes, you could have. Nope, you're gonna stay in the middle. You're gonna put your arms out like a fucking balancing act, like a fucking trapeze artist. You get your hands out, as opposed to moving to the fucking side where it's safe. Nope, we're gonna take the ride. We're gonna come downstairs. It loads up.
Batcave shit.
Looking back, I'm like, oh, what do? I'm looking down. What's happening right now? Maybe
There's a car coming.
I'll sneak
I'm gonna
out.
walk
Oh, the
towards
car's
it.
coming towards me.
What the
Oh
fuck?
no!
Hey, you're gonna push it out of the way. What are you doing? Just jump on the
Yeah.
fucking hood.
There's
There's nowhere else to go.
Not smart
Chicken-
enough to step left or step right, or she wouldn't
No.
have been on the elevator to begin with.
Yep.
But that looks
Yep.
like it's is that opening more narrow because from that view it looks like it's
Down
taking
there,
up the
yes,
side.
but not at the top.
Yeah. It's there's not gonna be anything on the sides.
Like you go left, go right, go on top. Don't go underneath.
Mm-mm. There's a series of mistakes. A series.
Mm.
Excuse me. A series. There's a
Mistakes
series
were
of
made.
mistakes were made, like
I'm
over
surprised
and
you can
over and
stop it.
over again. This is like it's like a Greek fucking tragedy. Seriously.
Mistakes were made.
Oh my god. Yeah. A lot of them.
Dude, just
Alright,
that
let's-
fucking hood. Just
T, what else you got for me, buddy? Yeah, exactly. Just fucking frog splat on that fucking hood.
How about?
Can you imagine the person if she had done that? The elevator lifts up, right? You're just waiting for your car to fucking. You're waiting for your car to come up. It comes up. There's a fucking chick like hanging out the fucking like
What
your
the
hood
fuck?
ornament. Your hood ornament is now this fucking chick. It's like, beep, your car is ready. Help me! Sorry, I'm done.
That'd be amazing.
So I thought I'd share this one. I'll give it an explanation real quick because you won't know
Alright.
what you're watching, and
Okay.
I want you guys to narrate it. I will give the explanation, then I will play it, and you guys can say. What
All right,
you're
that's I love that.
So after missing his flight to Denver,
hmm
Kyle Effinger, I don't know,
Right,
F
yeah.
word,
he's already
breached a locked door at the airport.
He going
Wearing, he had his shoes off. He had gone through TSA. He was wearing his socks.
Oh, you showed us this one last week.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, he got
Okay.
sucked into the fucking engine.
Did. Okay, good. It's okay. All right, good. So got sucked in the airport. So I have all these videos. I guess I went back a little bit. Did you guys? Did I share
he-
with you the CNN
Oh yeah,
host?
that's right. He like ran on the fucking tarmac, right? He like opened the fucking thing, and ran on the
got
tarmac, right?
sucked into the engine.
Yeah, that's right.
Did I show you
put
the
it down.
CNN analyst who accuses the guy she's talking to of white privilege, and it backfires instantly?
I don't think so, but I may have seen it. I don't think you showed it to us, but I think I've
Here we go.
seen it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So let's. I have a bunch of videos queued up. Here you go. CNN anchor accuses her guest of having white privilege, regrets it instantly.
That's a whole nother long conversation about white privilege and things that you have the privilege of doing that people of color don't have the privilege of.
How do I
And to
have
answer
the
your-
privilege of white privilege?
David, by virtue of being a white male, you have white privilege.
Ariva, I hate to break it to
You have to
you,
invite.
but you should have been better prepped. I'm black.
Oops.
It's about that moment you realize she fucked up.
It was yes, exactly.
I love how they
do you-
put his photo and her photo.
How do you? Of course, 100%. You should. How do you come back from that?
You don't. You do not.
No.
Shit,
And
my
if you're that guy, you gotta go like, hey, we're gonna go to commercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be right back.
Well, and so if that wasn't bad enough, this is okay. So this is where like the woke Olympics, the oppression Olympics, you know, whatever, like the race to be the most oppressed person, have the most things stacked against you. Like this is holy shit. This is where it starts to blow up in your face. CNN got in trouble for misgendering someone.
CNN got in trouble for misgendering someone. Please tell me there's a video. Please tell me there's a video.
There's a video. Here you go.
Bernie Sanders. I want to introduce Grace Thomas. She's a local civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat, right?
They them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh.
Evening, Senator Sanders. Polling in
Bro. She
Bernie's
said,
picture right there when you cut it off was perfect. It was just how I felt. This is how I feel.
Introduce
Look,
Grace
look at Bernie's face.
civil rights attorney. She's a Democrat, right?
they them pronouns, actually. Thank you.
Oh, pronouns, actually. Fuck you. Like
I just
they them pronouns. Actually,
I'm gonna go out. I think I'm done. You know what I'm saying? As far as like aging and progressing, I'm just like I think I'm settled into like
I'm who I am.
yeah, I can't get behind like I when people introduce themselves that way at work,
Doesn't
and
make
I just
sense, dude.
I just go, can I just call you by your first name? And they just look at me, I'm like, they're like completely taken back with that. I'm like, can I just address you by your first name? I'm like, oh, I'm like, yeah, what's your first name? I'm like,
yeah,
so and so. I'm like, cool. I'm just gonna address you by your first name because like
yeah,
that's your first that's your name, right? That's your name.
Yeah,
right?
Can't
I'm
fuck
like, yeah.
that up, right?
I'm like, yeah. So I'm just gonna literally just talk about you in the third fucking person now. You
Right.
let me ask Juanita over here what Juanita wants for her tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So Juanita, can you tell me what Juanita wants for
What does
Juanita's
Juanita
tattoo?
want?
Yeah. What is
You can say you, Juanita. What do you want for your tattoo? You
Shit,
only have to, like,
I'm sure that's gonna be
use
antiquated here
gender
pretty soon
when you're
too.
not talking to the person. You only have to use gender when you're not talking to the person. When you are referring to them, I don't ever say to Marco, "Hey, Marco, he is from Venezuela." I say you.
No, he says, hey, this black bean over here is from Venezuela.
You're a white bean. All right. It gets worse for CNN because Don Lemon, not my favorite person in the world. Don Lemon is he's an empty suit to me. You take a guy like Bill Maher. Bill Maher may be a fucking liberal, but Bill Maher's got a brain, right? And Bill Maher's the kind of liberal who, when he gets invited to the White House by Kid Rock to meet Trump, he's like, I'm going to fucking go meet Trump because why not? And then he's going to get shit for meeting Trump. And he's already out like talking about the backlash he got for going to meet Trump and all that stuff.
Right.
This one, there you go.
Asking for reparations for colonialism, and they're wondering.
So this is Don Lemon opening up the Pandora's box of reparations.
$100 billion, $24 billion.
Sorry, this is Don Lemon opening up the concept of reparations with somebody from Britain. Right. So now he's talking about reparations, not to an American, to somebody from England, which is an interesting approach.
In dollars here and there, 500 million there. Some people want to be paid back, and members of the public are wondering, why are we suffering when you have all of this vast wealth? Those are legitimate concerns.
Well, I think you're right about reparations in terms of if people want it, though, what they need to do is you always need to go back to the beginning of a supply chain. Where was the beginning of the supply chain? That was in Africa.
Okay. The second she said you have to go back to the beginning of the supply chain,
He knew he was in
I
trouble.
knew Don Lemon was fucked. I knew Don Lemon was fucked because
Yeah, she can't prepare.
the beginning of the supply chain is where the slaves originated from. And anyone who has studied history knows that the slave trade, while Dutch slave traders were purchasing them, rival tribes members were the ones selling them. So here's what she said.
Across the entire world, when the slavery was taking place, which was the first nation in the world that abolished slavery? The first nation in the world to abolish it. It was started by William Wilberforce, was the British. In Great Britain, they abolished slavery. 2,000 naval men died on the high seas trying to stop slavery. Why? Because the African kings were rounding up their own people. They had them on cages waiting in the beaches. No one was running into Africa to get them. And I think you're totally right. If reparations need to be paid, we need to go right back to the beginning of that supply chain and say who was rounding up their own people and having them handcuffed in cages.
Now, I want you to pay close attention to Don Lemon's reaction.
Absolutely. That's where they should start. And maybe, I don't know, the descendants of those families where they died in the high seas trying to stop the slavery, that those families should receive something too, I think, at the same time.
It's an interesting discussion, Hillary. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Those who are asking for reparations for colonialism, and they're wondering, $100 billion,
like, how fast can I get out of this?
Here and there, 500 million there. Some people want to be paid back,
like,
and members of the public are wondering, why are we suffering when you are, you have all of this vast wealth? Those are legitimate concerns.
Well, I think you're right about reparations.
So, Dylan is telling me, did you guys not remember? He's saying we watched all these last week. I don't know how we watched all these.
We did. Yeah,
We
that's
did.
why I laughed. I laughed at the wrong fucking moment
Why didn't you say something?
because you're already
don't know.
going into it. I didn't want to be in second. Be like, hey,
He's
dude,
committed. He's committed.
you were already into it. You were having a good time. It's okay.
You fuckers. I have all these things queued up because I'm the only one that sends videos to the fucking chat to play on this.
That's not true.
Oh.
I mean, I did send some videos today. I
was
didn't
like,
know how to send it
didn't
from
we
Instagram
open-
over to Facebook.
Yes,
So,
you
okay,
did.
so-
You did send videos, Mark.
So that's
So we
okay,
just
so
spent
Chuck, I
10
did
minutes
the
on
same
the
thing.
show
Mhm.
eating dry fucking pie because I can't remember what we talked about.
Cool.
I had a good
Yeah,
time.
that's great.
I had a good time.
have a good
I had
time.
a, I had a
I do
wonderful
not-
time.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Let's see how it goes. You guys ready? Watch this. Watch this. Let's see how the show.
Okay, so there's this thing I sent in. Did you get to see it today?
This is gonna be
Which
really.
one? Which one?
I sent it to the Instagram chat. It was how they've changed, and when I say they, I mean people with Down syndrome.
Are you talking about that one?
Yeah, that
If-
one
if-
girl with the fucking cake on her, dude.
If you're down, I'm down. Is that what you're saying? If she's down,
Oh
I'm
my
down?
god, I've seen so many of they're just
There's
different
more.
nowadays.
There's more.
So this
There's
is
more.
what happens when I
There's
leave.
more.
Is Chuck instantly converts to talking about banging a chick with Down syndrome.
No, I'm just saying they're
No,
totally different.
I'm gonna jump in the chat and just watch this.
So
I'm
we were
just
talking-
saying, dude, they're totally different nowadays, man.
I mean, they're just all sorts, man. They're just built differently, all sorts. So we were talking before
Dude.
Thomas jumped on and jumped off that. Remember we were talking about the level of petty that China's showing right now.
That's right.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch some of these videos. So like, I don't know if listeners, I don't know if anybody's like been paying attention to this, but like the level of petty of like that China's been firing back has been not firing back, but whatever they've been putting out there is amazing. So there's a whole slew of instructional videos being released on how you can bypass the middleman and bypass the retail store and order directly from these Chinese manufacturers. And they're talking about like how much the actual cost of like your fucking Nikes are, how much the cost of your purses are. It's
You get
cents
Nikes
on the
instead of the Nikes.
yeah, it's like going back to the
I
fucking
love
old
that.
school, the old school Santee Alley fucking shit, like where you can get like the Adidas with it has the stripes on it, but it just doesn't have the tag that says Adidas. And same thing with Nike, you can actually get like some Dunks, you can get some MJs, but it just doesn't have the actual
Marco,
Nike
I have
tag.
something for this.
Yo,
Keep going. I will be right back.
I'm gonna say something real
Props.
quick. Hey, don't shame me. Okay, equal opportunity. They're people too. Okay, I'm down for my downs, dude. Like what?
Here's
it's
you're
they're
down for your
peoples.
downs. Here's my question. Here's the ethical question, right? So if she's got a banging body, which by the way she does, right? She 100%.
There's like a
the more
couple.
famous one. Yeah, but the most famous one, I think she's Colombian or something like that, or yeah. Anyways,
Oh no, this one's is she Colombian?
no, yeah, because she's like, yeah, what she says,
She's like super tan skin with light brown hair. That was
yeah. She's
the one.
yeah,
And goes to the
she
gym a lot.
Yes. So, anyways, it's one of those things like, okay, morally speaking, obviously, years, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think I would do it.
She may be like 21, 22 years old, and she's got the body to match, but mentally she's like 14, 15.
She has a brain like a golden retriever.
I'm just like, at that point, would you? I couldn't do it.
I don't know. She seems like she's living on her own. I mean, like, she seems like she's got some wits about her. She's like, I'm going to the gym and I'm going to do the Stairmaster and I'm going to pump up my butt.
I mean, he went back to it, Thomas. He went back to it.
It's because you guys were fucking talking shit in the chat over here.
He did go back.
I did.
Who's talking shit?
Look at this. Margo.
They're people too.
Okay.
What's this?
Oh, damn. Those are retros.
Those
Look at
fakies?
those.
These are Jordan 5s, dude.
Yeah.
Jordan
Man.
5s. Right? They look pretty good, right? I wear them a bunch. $60. Temu.
Get them clean.
Shut the fuck up.
DHgate, $60. They were made by the same Chinese child who made the originals.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, right.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
let me ask you, how's the fit on them? It's like a true size fit,
Nike,
you know what I'm saying?
Nike Rific. Like, I bought them in my size. They fit.
Oh,
Like, I'm not even kidding.
I'm pulling the trigger.
For $60, I was like, I'm willing to pull the trigger and order a pair of 5s. I bought my niece one from Jordan 1s, and she wanted them in like powder blue or some shit. I found powder blue Jordan 1s on DHgate. I sent them to her mom. She bought them for like $60, gave them to her. They're like $250 shoes.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And she got her the ones off of DHgate or Temu or whatever the hell. And I mean, I'm not kidding you. They're probably so when you manufacture, there's somebody that inspects the manufacturing and then takes the ones that are like not good enough and
defects.
The defects, they're called seconds. Yeah, defects.
Like takes the seconds and puts them off in a pile and says, "Sell these on fucking Temu."
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
we don't abort them just because they're a little different.
Ozzy says, "Why do I have Chuck's bed in my studio?" That would be the crib behind me.
Not that short. Come on, dude. Come on.
Chuck is tiny but mighty. I'll have you know.
Tiny but mighty. Chuck is built like a fire hydrant. You got to understand.
100%.
Maybe short, but that motherfucker is stocky.
Oh yeah, he's talking Bill out of iron.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
out.
I like food.
Yeah.
Chuck is like,
says, Chuck's a Marine's Marine. If it needs to be pregnant or broken, call him.
True, dude.
Look, Chuck is
true.
like,
Even with my dick at 80%, it can still get a baby. I'm gonna get my wife pregnant with a baby.
Okay, so let me please, for the love of Pete, I've sent so many videos to the chat. If this is one we've already watched,
okay,
fucking tell me.
Okay, how do you want me to signal you? Thumbs down?
No, when I bring it up, just be like, yeah, we watched this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Have you seen the shit that's going on in the UK with free speech?
I mean, Chuck, do we fuck with them?
I don't know. Show the video. I don't know by the what you say. I have to see it visually. I'm a visual type of person.
Are you? Because every time I've shown something visually, you don't say anything.
Because you got into it so fast.
I don't care. Just say, "Hey, dude, we watched this one."
Just bring up the header. Just bring up the header of the video. This sounds familiar.
Okay, so we talked about the woman who was arrested. For praying, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. In her brain.
Yes, in her brain. Yeah.
Praying in her brain.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did watch that one.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Did we watch the guy who was arrested for shit talking Range Rovers?
No.
Okay.
No.
I shit you not. This one, the cops tell him why he's being arrested.
Ipswich Hampshire Police would realise how ridiculous this is. It is. Well, good. I'm glad
What-
it's come to this.
What
You
did
didn't
what
understand
did it need to come to?
Tell us why you escalated it to this level, because I don't understand. I posted something that he posted. You come to arrest me. You don't arrest him. Why has it come to this? Why am I in cuffs? Because there's something.
So this guy posted he posted something in a Land Rover forum about how the new Land Rover Defender is more capable than the original. And he didn't even create the post, he shared it.
So he's
And the
complimenting. Okay.
Yeah, the cops are there to arrest him. And listen to this shit.
Then he shared, then I shared.
Because someone has been caused obviously anxiety based upon your social media site.
Why
Oh,
am I
fuck those
being
dudes.
arrested? Because someone has been caused anxiety because of your social media site.
That's
Well, not
why
his.
you've been arrested.
That's why you're being arrested.
What?
Because someone was caused anxiety.
How have they not revolted?
Be appreciative of the first.
Because they're British. What happens when you revolt to the Brits? You fucking start America.
You fucking find yourself
Be good for
beheaded.
them.
That's true too.
I'm just
That's-
saying, like,
again, they don't have the Constitution. There's no free. Again, your beliefs go with you. Remember, people. I said it once. I said
Yeah,
it
yeah,
again.
yeah. I'm just.
Your beliefs go with you, not your rights. So
I
just-
mean,
correct.
He was obviously native. I mean,
no, 100%. It's but I mean, I'm with him. It's so
stupid.
Yeah, I'm flabbergasted by that. He's being arrested because somebody's he caused somebody anxiety. Is what the cop said. You're reposting. You're reposting. Somebody saw something that you posted. It cost them anxiety. It made them feel a certain way.
Right. Well, I just
So
don't
he's being
understand is
arrested
how
for
did
it. I
the
just-
UK
yeah.
got there? I just don't get it.
Yeah,
Have you heard about the Rogue Heroes?
Rogue Heroes,
the
no.
The unit in the Brits Army or whatever, in the UK Army or whatever, they created the SAS in
No.
Africa.
No.
So it's a whole. There's a 2-part series on I want to say Showtime or something like that, or something like that.
Wow.
But it's called Rogue Heroes, and they're all like Scotsmen, Irishmen, Brits, fucking everybody in the UK because they came to fight for World War II and all the stuff like that against the Nazis. Their attitudes in there, and like the way they used to talk to their countrymen and other people and stuff like that, it's you. If you were to see that today, they would all be in the brig. They would all be arrested. They would have gone nowhere. Like it's like you're causing someone fucking anxiety. Shit, half the stuff that would come out of those people's mouths back in the day would fucking cause someone anxiety today. Like, how'd you go from that like type of man, just rough around the edges, military, whatever, to this shit?
Well, I mean, this is how soft we've become. Home Alone 2.
Get it?
Right? You saw Home Alone 2. I know you
Was it
did.
the Trump thing.
Yeah, of course.
You heard about this?
I did. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's just the fucking Home Alone 2 was a producer said he
Director.
wanted to take out the fucking scene with Trump in it, but is afraid of getting deported.
Christopher Columbus, the director of Home Alone 2, has said that he wishes that the Trump cameo in Home Alone 2 could be edited out, but is afraid to do it because he thinks he'll be deported.
It's possible.
That is the most ridiculous fucking level of insanity.
Yeah.
I get what we're talking about deportations. I get when you're talking about, Marco, where you're like, I worry because if I speak Spanish on the street, is ICE going to wrap me up? I can understand that.
Yep.
The idea that you think that the president of the United States is going to deport an American-born U.S. citizen for editing him out of a movie is the panic button of all panic buttons. That is the pearl clutching of all pearl clutching. Stop being 80-year-old women gasping when somebody says the F word. He is cutting shit. He's cutting budgets. He's deporting people. Even the guy, there's the guy in El Salvador, and everybody's like, oh, they need to ship him back. And El Salvador's like, fuck that. He's an MS-13 gang member. We're not sending him back.
He's fucking known.
Right? Like, I get it. They're like, well, we shouldn't have deported him. And El Salvador's like, no, you fucking should have. And he's in prison and we're not giving him back. Which kind of means
actually,
that-
no. El Salvador said we cannot confirm that he is or is not. So therefore, we're not going to risk it and release him.
Right.
And therefore, because we're not going to release him because he could be a
Well, it
member,
wasn't that
we
he
don't
could
release, and they label
not that he
him
could
a
be-
terrorist.
There's enough evidence to suggest that there's
that he's
enough
implicated.
probable cause to say that he is a member of that gang.
Well, they
Now-
have known documents against him that
Correct.
he's associating and
So here's the
affiliating.
thing: if you have enough that our government and the government of El Salvador are saying, yeah, he's a MS-13. Because here's the thing: MS-13 is the kind of gang that cuts your head off and mails it to your family. We're not talking about like 18th Street and the Crips and the Bloods. They're bad enough. We're not talking about that. We are talking about MS-13, where these motherfuckers mutilate you and send your body parts to your family to send a message. But let's not forget, let's go back to the original thing. Whether or not he is an MS-13 gang member, he was still here illegally. Now, we can debate it all we want.
I think
But-
he's also got his visa revoked too, though. I think he had a visa and
he may have. But
and
the
then
guy
they
who,
revoked it because he
the
was
guy who
doing
got
crime.
deported was a reported MS-13 gang leader.
Yeah.
And they had enough evidence to believe that that was true. That is not the same thing as a Hollywood director who wrote and directed the fucking Gremlins getting deported for editing Trump out of Home Alone 2.
He just wants to be
now
relevant
we've
again.
gone so that's probably true. He does want to be relative again. We've gotten so into La La Land that it takes the argument of people like you, Marco. When you say you are genuinely concerned about the overreach of immigration and deporting people, when you say that, you are saying it from a place of consideration. You're saying it from a place where you genuinely think about these things and look at the pros and the cons and the pluses and minuses. And you have a serious conversation with me, with Matt, with Chuck, with everybody on the show. Like we've talked about it. But for somebody like Christopher Columbus, a multi-millionaire film writer and director, to come out and say some stupid shit like that literally detracts and undermines the legitimate arguments, because now everybody that could have potentially gotten on board with listening to legitimate, realistic arguments is sidetracked by some rich fucking white dude saying, oh, it can happen to me too. And everybody's going, no, bitch, it's not going to happen to you. Am I wrong? Does it not take away? It's like it's like when everybody is special, nobody is special. When everybody's a victim, nobody's a victim. If the people that are not genuinely affected by this, if Christopher Columbus stepped up and said, hey, we need to protect people that shouldn't be deported from being deported. And for that reason, I wish I could cut Trump's cameo from my movie because I don't like him and he pisses me off and I wish I had never put him in it. I could get behind it. I don't agree with him, but I could get behind what he's saying, which is I put this guy in my movie. He turns out to be somebody I disagree with. I wish he wasn't in my movie. But in this case, he's saying, I'm afraid to cut him from my movie because I'm going to be deported. And that's just patent bullshit. And in my mind, it actually takes away from the people who have a legitimate gripe.
So you're saying unheard of. Because here's the thing.
What?
I don't think
What's
for one
unheard of?
second. I don't think for one second if he decided to talk shit and cut him out of the film, that Trump himself would send somebody to his house to go pick him up at the bank, to go pick him up at the grocery stores, right?
Right.
I don't think for one fucking second that he would he'd do that, because like you said, let's be real about it. He's got bigger fish to fry. He's got other shit to take care of, right?
Right.
100%. But would a loyalist?
What do you mean?
Would a loyalist of Trump, of policies, somebody who works for ICE,
a loyalist of Trump can't deport him.
That works for ICE, start investigating, start digging into, start
Bro,
reaching. So hold on a second. So you,
no,
so
I'm
you're
telling
saying,
you, as
so
a
you're
cop,
saying
that's
no.
not possible.
So you're saying no.
I'm
He's not
telling
going to
you,
get not going to
I'm
get
telling
hemmed
you.
up. So that's never happened. So it's meaning looked into. No kind of retaliations ever happened to somebody for addressing their grievances against their local government or the federal government. There's never happened. There's never been any.
But no American citizen has been fucking deported for making a fucking movie. Stop clutching your pearls, you little bitch. If you want to be realistic and lodge a Marco, what you're talking about like righteous complaints. Yeah. You're talking about people that say, yes, there has been retaliation. I 100%. The government. I'm more libertarian than anything else. 100%. The government retaliates against people, and I think that you should get rid of the fucking Democrats and the Republicans and start over. I'm on the record multiple times, but for Christopher Columbus to step out and say he fears being deported, he does not fear being deported for cutting Trump from his movie.
Is he from here? Was he born here?
Yes.
Yeah,
100%
white dude, dude. If you saw the picture of him,
no,
you'd be like,
"This
is stupid."
Yeah, no, for sure. And again, I'm not saying that Trump's going to do. What I said was not Trump saying get his ass the fuck out of my country. But I was talking about like, is it far fetched to think that he would bring negative attention and have retaliation against him?
I guess
what are you talking about? I mean, dude, people have had retaliation from the federal government since way before this administration, which is why I speak out against both sides.
I mean, look at Waco, Texas.
Dude, yeah. Waco, Texas was an overreach by the government, and it was a retaliation under Bill Clinton. So Ruby Ridge, fucking I mean, the government overreach and retaliation has been ridiculous.
Who's the guy with the government land grab that happened years ago? Like was it in Oregon? The big fucking standoff too that happened. I have to look that up. And
No, it's up here. It's Ammon Bundy.
Yes, thank you.
Because I know that because he ran for office in my local area.
Did he really?
Oh yeah. Like there are people up here that legitimately 100% support their takeover of that federal building and the standoff, and they're like, yeah, fuck the federal government. But you got to remember, the people up here where I live watched the ATF try and entrap a local citizen who just wanted to live on the top of a mountain peacefully with his family, and they tried to entrap him to turn him into an informant to get a man on the inside of the Christian nationalist movement, which was a white supremacist group. And because the ATF wanted an informant, they conjured up a case against this man. And for a year, he goes, you know what? Fuck you guys. I am not coming to court. Your charges are bullshit. He didn't fight anybody. He didn't shoot anybody. He didn't plot to do anything. He just said, your charges are bullshit, and I'm not coming. And you know what they did? The FBI, the ATF, they went at the marshal's office. They went to his land in North Idaho. And let me tell you, we interviewed. Go listen to War Stories. Chuck and I interviewed a man who was there. He was an agent on the ground. And he will literally tell you, yeah, the feds fucked up. They shot and killed his wife while she was holding his baby from a sniper position. Right? The people in my area have a genuine reason to distrust federal agencies. I get it. So this is why I think when you look at people clutching their pearls like fucking Christopher Columbus over I mean, hyperbole is one thing. Hyperbole, for those of you who don't know, is exaggeration to prove a point. You exaggerate on purpose. It's like, I've seen that a million times. No, you have not seen it a million times. But to say you've seen it a million times means you've seen it so many times you can't even count it, right? But the kind of hyperbole he's talking about where he says, I wish I could cut him from my film, but I'm afraid of being deported. That kind of hyperbole in this day and age makes people think that that's a legitimate possibility, and it's just fucking not. So let's be honest. Let's have hard conversations like you're talking about, Marco. If there are things that we should be doing differently, if there are things that we should be handling differently, if there are times where American citizens get scooped up by ICE and deported by accident, that's wrong. That shouldn't happen. And I think Chuck and I and Matt and every American citizen can get behind the fact that there's no world where American citizens should be scooped up by ICE and deported. Am I wrong, Chuck?
No. And I think if so, what I think also think of that guy that's saying like, oh, if I cut Trump, I'd be deported. I think it's just, if you saw a photo of this dude, you'd be like, yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. It looks like it's just he's trying to gain relevancy. He's probably hasn't done much in the recent years. Maybe he's trying to gain relevancy, whatever, or he just wants to be involved in the conversation because he's fucking bored and he's old and whatever. I don't know, but yeah, no, I can't get behind fucking rounding everybody up who looks brown or looks like they're not from here. Or looks like a foreign. Fuck no, dude.
No.
And I would think if the American people, or not the American people, the American government was doing more of like mass roundups and things like that, I think it would be a little bit more validity there. Not to say that you can't be fucking worried or scared or anything like that, but it's not happening on a scale that's being like portrayed by the media into a way like you can tell that they are going after people who they know are factual in the government that are not here legally. They're of other places. They don't have green cards. They don't have citizenship here. They're not just going and be like, oh yeah, I got a tip from fucking Joe Schmo off the fucking corner of 123 and Don't Walk. I'm going to go over there because he said there's someone who's illegal and I'm just going to round that person up. Like, no, you're going to have to do your checks and balances first.
Yeah.
I think that's what people don't understand is you're investigating things. And a lot of these people are known gangsters, known affiliates. They have ICE hold on them already. And those are the ones they went after so fast because they had known addresses. They knew who the person was. They have X amount of arrests on them and they have been affiliated for X amount of years through whatever gang database that cops are putting them into.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have a different thought, Marco?
It's different. I don't know if I'm yes and no. So yes, what you guys say is correct, but there's still more things to worry about.
100%. But also, my knowledge is not.
We're
your
not talking about. There are nuances, right? There are more things to consider. 100%. But if we look big picture, the idea of a Hollywood director telling people that he is afraid. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's back up. Marco, friend of friend, do you really think Christopher Columbus is afraid of being deported if he edits Trump out of his movie?
I wouldn't. No, if he's an American citizen born here, looks white as fuck, I wouldn't.
No. Hold on. Now you're throwing a bunch of shit in. If he looks white as fuck, let's stop at American citizen. He's an American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Hollywood director.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrote and produced and directed famous movies.
Mm-hmm.
Do you honestly think that Christopher Columbus is afraid of getting deported if he edits Trump out of the movie?
So answering your question directly, no.
Right.
To 100% what you said, no.
Now, are there people who are living on the street or living low rent lives who are American citizens that look like they're not American citizens that might harbor some internal fear that they might get accidentally deported?
Oh, it's a rhetorical question. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I would agree. I would agree with both of those statements.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly,
mm-hmm.
when these big ICE sweeps happen, it's scary, right? it's the same thing. I work in a certain environment where all the cuts to federal budgets are scaring people. They're like, I've got a friend who I have a friend who posted something on social media about the budget cuts and how it was affecting their family. And they were going to have to sell a home because of it.
Ooh, a home?
Their second home. Okay. And so I look at that and I go, so you're not losing your residence, right? You're not losing where you live. You are concerned about selling an investment property because you have made money for years off the federal government, and that source of revenue may go away. Well, I can tell you from years of working in government money can go away at any second. It's politicians. They can decide to cut your funding just like that.
Yeah.
So I just have a hard time with people who clutch their pearls and say, I can't believe this is happening. I'm like, well, this is the cycle of politics. When somebody gets elected, they decide what they do and don't want to spend money on. And you're going to have to deal with it. And so I just feel like with certain people, if they want to raise concerns, Marco, the people you're talking about who have legitimate concerns, they should be raising those legitimate concerns. But I think people like Christopher Columbus, bandwagoning is not helping people with legitimate concerns, because it takes people like me and makes us go, you know what, fuck you. You know what?
Kind of like where it detracts from the important part.
Right. It's like rape victims who are legitimate rape victims being undermined by women who file reports based on, or men, because let's face it, men file rape reports too, just not in the same amount. But if you file a rape based on regret report, you undermine every person who files a legitimate rape complaint, because you take every person that's adjudicating, investigating, prosecuting the legitimate rape complaints, and you make them inundated with bullshit, and they go, well, now I can't tell the difference. Right. And so for Christopher Columbus to say this, the public can't tell the difference. The public is stupid. So for him to say this, there's a bunch of stupid ass, the Dunning-Kruger effect. When you're too stupid to know you're stupid, there are so many people that are going to listen to Christopher Columbus and go, oh my God, if Christopher Columbus, the director of Home Alone 2, thinks he can be deported, then I could be deported. And I want to shake them and say, the director of Home Alone 2 is an idiot. Calm down and let's have an adult conversation about this. And that's my biggest problem with what he said. I'll stop. Or I'll keep going.
No, I mean, I don't think you're wrong, and I don't think it's invalid for people to have those fears. I think it's completely valid, because if I was in their shoes, and I would probably be a little bit worried as well, just for the simple fact that, hey, shit happens. The government fucks up all the time. Can they get their wires crossed? Abso-fucking-lutely. But chances of normal people getting rolled up in a raid, slim to none, because they're going to be going after the fucking people. And this is my knowledge, not everybody else's knowledge. They're going to be going after the people who are criminals, who are known associates of gangs or active gang members, things like that have prior arrests for aggravated assaults, domestics, ADWs, things like this. They're going to be going after people who have committed crimes that are not citizens here, because they are all documented through their arrests. So they'll be going after those people first. And if you're not associating with those types of people, you'll probably be all right. And they're going to be going off of tips that are given from the public that go through and filter into a database, whether it's through the police department locally or whatever. And they have to be put into a report. There has to be some facts checked on that. And then they get sent up to the feds, and the feds start investigating it. They make sure that, okay, yeah, what you're saying here is actually factual. Must do some surveillance on it. All right, cool. and then they move in once they gather their intel. And if they're doing it other ways than that and they're cutting corners, shame on fucking you. And you're gonna get caught and you're gonna get fucking railroaded and bad business on you. But for the most part, for anybody who's listening that might have those fears or have family that have those fears, you can kind of calm them down and just be like, hey, there are more checks and balances that happen. It's not just Joe Schmo on the street saying, hey, that taco truck over there, that's ran by a bunch of fucking brown people and they're all fucking illegals. I know that because they don't speak any English or something as racist as that. You know what I mean? And that's not going to be the fucking case because they're not just going to be going out on a whim. And if they are, fucking shame on you, bad on you, and you're going to get in trouble and you can go to prison for that. So that's just not information that normal people that have a law enforcement background don't know. And that's important. And that's the biggest downfall in law enforcement is not disseminating that type of information that we kind of understand.
Right.
We take it for granted. Like everyone should have this knowledge.
Yeah, everybody knows it.
No one does.
Don't.
And that's the biggest downfall. And it's just not being able to disseminate that information. But, as far as all the other racist shit that's happening, like I know, Marco, you said like people were going into people's cars and doing shit and pulling their keys out just because they looked a certain way. That's fucking bullshit.
Assholes. And you need to beat their ass. Beat a racist ass whenever you see a racist ass. Now, granted, everybody's a little bit racist. We all know that. Everybody's a little bit racist. The people that say, oh my God, fucking Asian people are so good at math. Guess what? Racist. There's positive racism and negative racism. Racism by itself is not negative. It just means making an assumption based on race. So shut the fuck up. Calm down. But I did want to add something to you guys.
I love everybody.
Well, that too. Marco, my doctor told me that it's not normal to get aroused and ejaculate during a prostate exam. Or he told me it's normal. He said it's normal to get aroused and ejaculate during a prostate exam. But I still wish he hadn't.
Bad business. That's just bad business.
It's just bad business.
I dated a girl and I didn't know she was previously in an abusive relationship.
Really?
I just really thought she hated high fives.
So do you know what the guy said after having sex with a female Marine? Thank you for your cervix.
Oh man, this guy went into a library and asked for a book on how to commit suicide. The librarian chuckled and said, "Fuck off! You won't bring it back."
Hey, you guys know what's worse than Olivia Newton-John in Grease?
What?
Come on, Eileen.
What's the first thing you should do if an epileptic is having a seizure in the bathtub?
What?
Throw in your dirty laundry. It's so fucked up.
What you got, Marco?
I got nothing.
Oh, hey, my kid wants to be. Did I tell you guys my kid wants to be Batman so bad that he bought me opera tickets to A Bad Neighborhood?
Man, that's a fucking. I don't want to say this joke.
No, say it. Say it.
No.
No.
Say what you will about pedophiles. At least they drive slowly through school.
Oh, I think we've told that one.
Horrible. Ugh.
You guys
so
know
dirty.
those biodegradable burial pods that can turn you into like a fertilizer for a tree, and so like they put you in this burial pod and they plant the pod in the ground, and then your body like decomposes and grows into a tree. You guys hear about this?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
You haven't heard about this, Marco?
No.
So apparently you can have your body put into this.
Oh, the pod.
Giant pod.
Yeah. My wife wants to do that.
Right. I want to do that too, but I only want to be a walnut tree so that people can eat my nuts forever.
And they're gonna be like round, big, round, wrinkly. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be wrinkly nuts. upside down alien brains. What, the upside down alien brains or the eating the nuts?
I would want to be a Pete so you could suck on me for the rest of your life.
I mean, you could also look at a motherfucker and be like, man, I love your salty nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
All right. Well, there's the information. Voicemail, email on the screen. lockerroommailbag@gmail.com. Voicemail 818-280-9822. That's it. We're 15 minutes over. Anybody have anything they want to fire across the bow before we go? All right, good. I got it.